our makeup on. Whoa, I think we did it.
It's not getting any better than this. So, okay. Yeah, it looks like we're on YouTube.
What's everybody's faces?
I don't know. I don't know. Why are you guys on mute? The whole point is to chat. It says done redirecting to YouTube. Uh-oh. Are we live on YouTube?
Hello?
Oh, no. It says meeting is streaming live on YouTube.
Yep.
Okay, wait. Hold on. Hold on. I see it's on the left and we're on the right. I gotta pause it. Okay. It's
Okay,
a
now I have to
delay.
get on YouTube and find us. Hold on.
Okay. We are.
So how do I go on YouTube?
I'm pulling it up with my
welcome.
phone. Hold on.
This is a mess. This is a mess. Welcome to our first live YouTube with Always and Forever. Hey, should we share this link on Facebook for people to join on the main page?
Yes.
Who's going to do that?
I'm trying to find it. Oh, here it is. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
I think I'm frozen, but hold on.
All right. You're not frozen. I see you. I hear you. Hey, we should do the thingy where it's the people talking. Here we go. That Shelby, I see you.
Okay,
It's you now.
I am on YouTube on my phone. I see Jen, Shelby, and Beth's living room. That's it.
We already lost someone who was
I
supposed
think
to be
I
on
think
it.
it only shows the people who have their camera on. I think that's why.
Oh, on YouTube?
Yeah. I don't see
Okay,
like
what-
the link to share on our page to tell them the link to join us. If that
Okay,
that did
so
not
this
make
is
sense at all.
an experiment. Let's try this. We're going to experiment with loading an immersive view. Start.
Oh, goodness. Oh,
Woohoo, look at us.
what's
We're in a
happening?
classroom.
Oh my God.
We're tiny people in a classroom.
Wait, I think I want to turn my video on now.
Okay,
I want
this
to be
is
in the
fun. I
classroom.
like
I
this.
know, Sue,
You're in
there's
the
Sue.
classroom.
There, I'm in the classroom.
Hi,
everybody.
Hello. We're tiny heads in the classroom.
If I'm in a classroom,
Um,
that means I'm absolutely about to fall asleep.
Okay, wait, so let's be serious now because
Okay.
people don't know us on YouTube. So this is a whole new audience of people getting to know us.
In the
And I'm
classroom.
going to change us now to where we are picture profiles. So hello, everyone.
What's happening?
That's
Hey,
very
it's like the art show. We could talk about the art show.
Let's talk about the art show. Okay, but the only thing we don't know how to do, you guys, is look at the comments. So is anybody watching with us?
I'll watch. I can watch some of them.
Okay,
How do we know that the
Now-
world is watching us somewhere? Oh, here's chat.
well,
Okay,
there's
hold on. I'm
two
about
people
to share the
watching.
link on
No.
Facebook. Hold on.
Oh, then never mind.
I think. Yes,
you-
there we go.
Okay, why don't we go by the fireplace right now and we'll just shift scenery.
Okay, there. I put hot. No,
Well, look at the fall
Fireplace.
decorations.
I like
All
us better as
decorations.
picture frames or in the classroom.
Well, we're teeny tiny
Agreed.
as picture frames. All right, hold on. Hold on,
Or just
everyone.
like this.
We're going to be learning something. This is the learning paths. Oh, this is good. This is good. I feel
All right, I'm
smart.
just posting this YouTube link a bunch everywhere.
Okay. I think we might actually lose followers with this YouTube video. So maybe
Hold
we
on.
shouldn't. Okay.
Hold on, I'm about to put it on our like main page. Hold on. No, that's
Okay.
not.
Okay, we're going back to a different classroom now, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Oh, I'm front and center. I feel like that's appropriate.
Oh my gosh.
Juanita, I know we
Sure.
got you out of here. Where's your little head? We gotta show little heads in this. Everybody show your little head.
I know. Where's Julie?
Julie cannot figure out how to do this. We are lucky to have her by telephone. But Julie is silent. Julie. I think we
Is it-
lost her altogether.
Who's the 515 number and who's this 860 number?
So we have Sue, we have Julie, we have
Oh, there's
Juanita.
Juanita.
Oh, there's Juanita.
We have Elizabeth.
Oh, one moment.
Do we have anybody watching? That would be silence. Okay, we're going back
Okay.
to the gallery. Sorry, folks. We went back to the gallery. We couldn't focus
Hold
in
on,
the
I'm
classroom.
sharing. Hold on.
And we lost Beth disappeared. She's a disappearing act. Okay, well, I don't know that we have anyone watching, but we're just gonna talk with the assumption that millions and millions of people are watching because that's how important we are to the world of rescue. Hold please, I prepared questions for us to go over. Oh, no, looks like I accidentally wrote over them. Let me see if I can
What?
find them. Don't know where I put them. You know, sometimes that happens in life. You just have to go with it, Shelby. How's everybody doing this Saturday?
Great.
So good.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. I feel as though we should just hang this up and start over again now that we know how we're doing, because I do think we lost a lot of people with our introduction.
No, because I'm
Um,
getting ready to post this on the main page. I'm about to post
Okay.
the Zoom link. Hold on.
Okay, all right. So if you're
Hold
gonna
on.
post this, you
What is-
realize if you post
Or the
this
YouTube,
Zoom-
sorry. I'm posting the YouTube link.
Well, anybody's welcome to join.
Yeah, well,
It's-
true, but I'm posting it. Hold on, I'm gonna post it on YouTube. Hold on.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna mute that. I'm gonna play us. And how do you see comments? Are people allowed to comment on this?
I can see the
On
comments
YouTube?
because I wrote hi just to make sure I knew where they were. Like the chat, you mean? Or,
Yeah, on YouTube.
oh, that I don't know.
Where do
I
you
see
see the
it in-
comments?
On the Zoom workplace screen is where I see it now.
Where's that?
I don't know. That's what's on my computer right now. Is the Zoom.
So I see us on the Zoom. But I don't see any-
Yes.
What? You muted after that.
Oh, I was hollering at Brutus.
Okay.
There's somebody
Okay.
coming to murder us.
Well, it's a good thing you have a watchdog.
Come in.
All right, folks. Okay, are we live on, did we share this with our Facebook page? If anybody wants to join?
I'm doing it right now. Post, we'll see.
Okay,
You need to-
so
You need to push
Um,
TikToks too when you're talking.
TikTok,
Little- Yeah. Like all those TikTok things, like the Megan Renee TikTok that she did today was so cute.
that was so good.
Yeah.
I mean, the numbers on that are amazing. Okay, well, we're just gonna start. Assume people are on. Can't tell. I don't know if anybody's watching. My name's Jen, I'm founder of Always and Forever. We've got our all-star team of very, very brave souls joining us here tonight. We got Shelby, and but once again, Beth has left. That's how excited she is for this live event. We've got double dose of Sues on here that are both amazing. We got Juanita, we got Elizabeth, and we've got Julie, our new CEO,
So
that
Elizabeth,
is the silent type because I don't think her phone is working. Chime in, Julie, if I'm incorrect. Was that Julie? Or was that someone else? Julie, I think we lost you. Yep. Julie. Julie. Okay, so this is going really well. For background, we actually tried to start this at 4:30 because we knew we were going to do this at 5. We meant to go live on Facebook, but we failed. And so now we're on YouTube. And that's what we do. We try, we fail, we try again, and we make the best of what we're able to do. So we're going to start these weekly get to know us so that you guys can get to know our rescue. And I truly do think everything about having a successful mission and rescue is knowing the people behind the scenes, know what our values are, know what our mission is, and know what our what binds us all together. And I know that I could talk nonstop about all of the incredible people at Always and Forever, but I'm going to try and share the platform because I feel fancy with all my equipment. I don't know if it works. I tried very, very hard to make sure the volume works, but every Saturday night we're going to join. We're just going to pick a topic and we're going to roll with it. And I thought the very first thing that we're going to invite anybody who wants to join to share their thoughts about the topic to join. And if you guys want to be a part of it too, you can send us a message. We're just figuring out this Zoom thing and these live things, but we want to hear your opinion. We are always striving to be better, not only for our animals, but for each other. And so again, there's no forum to this. I have no idea if anybody's commenting to anything, so I'm just going to talk to the crew here. And the topic that I picked for tonight was really just faith. And one thing that is really, really easy to do in rescue is to get down on the number of animals that you're saving, on the funds that you're always trying to raise, on the overall kind of grandness of all of the pressures and the weight of the world that can go on you with the rescue. I know we have an incredible match going on this weekend for Oz Shelter. We have to raise $100,000 this month for the Oz renovations on top of our other $100,000, which is basically our operating costs every month. And I know Beth is on here, and every now and then we go to the gym together in the morning. She's always like, when do you worry? Are you worried? You know, what do you worry about? And to me, it's very, very rare that I worry. Now, why is that? Because I know what's in my control and I know what's in God's control. And I know if I do everything I can every single day to promote these animals, to share our mission and to share our love, then I have to put my head on my pillow at night and give that to God. But a lot of that is deeply rooted in a faith knowing that there is something higher than me, that there's something bigger than all of us, helping us, guiding us along this incredible mission. And to me, that's faith. And the very, very first brick that we put on our yellow brick road sign was, it's on my wall up there, let your faith be bigger than your fear. And that started with COVID. That started from the moment we had the courage to even open our doors at Always and Forever. And so I kind of wanted to talk a little bit, and if you guys have anything to share, I won't single anybody out, but really it is, what does faith mean to you in this context, in this rescue, in your daily life? And if nobody wants to share, I can keep talking too, but I remember somebody sent me a message and they asked me if it was okay to share one of the posts I made in a different forum that was religious based or liberal or something like that. And I said, you know what, we don't identify as any faith. It really, it's having an environment where if you believe in something, you're welcome to share it, and having an encouraging, all-inclusive, really, to me, love binds us all. And life is very, very simple. As human beings, we make it incredibly complicated. It is 100%, in my opinion, about love, loving each other, putting love into the universe, learning, growing, failing, trying to do better, but all in the pursuit of making every soul's life better by living and breathing love. So I'm going to kind of open it up to you guys. I would say, how do you handle the pressures of all of this? And Juanita too, you've had many fosters come through your doors, and that takes incredible faith and courage too, to know we don't know when these dogs or cats are going to get into a home. It's huge leaps of faith on everything, and I will be the very first one to say we have made every mistake along the way. Every single mistake you can identify. I'm going to put my hand up. I'll say I'll be the first one that did it. And I'm going to say, you did it too. And you did it too. And we all went down together. And then we all learned from it and came back up. But really, truly, it's only a failure if you don't learn from your mistakes, if you repeat them, and if you don't share them with others to help them along the way. So that's kind of what we're going to do. We're going to do topics every Saturday. So welcome to our first one. Forgive the first 20 minutes of nonsense. We'll get better with it. But hey, thanks to this incredible crew for giving up your Saturday and joining. We appreciate all of you. We appreciate anyone jumping in on this. And it's just a really special, special group of so many unsung heroes behind the scenes. So let's just go around the horn. Come on, guys. What's faith mean to you? How does it interplay with your life? We've got everyone on mute except Sue Loman.
I can start a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I think for me, especially because helping with fundraising mostly, like we're relying on a lot of other people, you know, to support us. And like sometimes there's events we have, and I don't get a lot of sleep because we're wondering, is somebody going to show up or people going to donate? And I think the best you can do is just, put our story out there and just have faith that people are gonna rally around that and, support us as well. And so I think there's a lot to be said for just being very authentic and telling your story. Like we always joke that, Jen's very transparent, sometimes too transparent, but that's probably best. That's probably good because I mean, I'm very much more so for a group that talks about your struggles, your success, all of it. So everybody can understand we don't claim to be perfect, and we put ourselves out there and just hope that people will have faith in us as well and understand that we're doing the best we can for the animals. So that's one of mine. I mean, it still doesn't help me sleep at night wondering if people are going to show up to the comedian or the gala or the golf tournament or whatever else, but you just have to hope that you do your best work and put it out there and hope that people support it and show up.
So that leads me to another brick sign that's up there, and it's good attracts good. When you do good, what you put out in the universe always comes back to you. And I will admit, I've had a little bit of anxiety with our Oz match. It's $10,000. We had an incredible anonymous donor say, if you match this in the next 3 days, I will give you $10,000. But it's up to us to earn that 10,000 so that we can receive 20. And so I can either have anxiety over, are we going to hit it? What's going on? Where's it at? Or I can put out posts. I can talk to the staff. We can dress our dogs up like Wizard of Oz costumes. And we got Cat Beth going out and getting little kitty Wizard of Oz outfits too. But right now, here's the cool part. Because it's easy to get focused on the Facebook fundraiser, which is all you see, right? But you forget the Venmo, you forget the PayPal, you forget the checks that are coming in the mail. I know somewhere deep in my soul, there is a donor out there that believes in this cause, and they're going to send a check in, and they're going to say it is worth it to make this building sustainable and safe for all of our animals, as well as our people. And the reason that I can know that, even though I only see $2,000 on that matching fundraiser, is because the why behind it, the purpose of this, when we are doing this for not only the love of the animals, but for the love and protection of our people too. I said this through our CUP, even though we lost our conditional use permit last year, guys, God's got our back. And so I asked Sue right before this call to check with Joe. We're absolutely at halfway right now. So we've raised $5,000. So I can look at the Facebook posts and feel that anxiety and nervousness, but God's got our back in this. But that doesn't mean that we can stop talking about it and sharing it. And I think honestly, Shelby, so many people shy away from fundraising because it gives you that dread and that awful feeling. But our Tuesday night calls are so fun. Like they're ridiculous and it's just brainstorming nonsense. And we come up with phenomenal ideas.
We have a blast, although I still have the idea of putting you on the roof, but we're going to make that happen.
That's the dumbest idea I've ever heard. And coming from somebody who falls walking on a curb, I'm going to just ignore that. So let's go with someone else now. Thank you for that tidbit of nonsense, Shelby. We shall erase
I digress.
That. Okay. Who's got something else? Come on. You guys wouldn't be a part of this if you didn't have crazy, awesome faith. Let me just say that right now. You wouldn't. Well, we lost Sue George. So that's how much. Oh, Morgan's here. There we go. You're on mute,
Okay.
Sue. Okay, Elizabeth's going. Okay,
Yeah.
Elizabeth, have you always gone by Elizabeth, or have you ever had a nickname? Lizzie?
I have, though. I've had a couple
Okay,
of
what
different
is it?
nicknames.
It can't
Okay.
be Beth. We have too many Beths. I'm sorry. Okay.
And it's like way out there. So when I was 2 and my brother was 3, I'm one of 6 kids. I'm the youngest. We are all 1 year apart. So my brother that's a
Wow.
year older than me, he was 3, I was 2. There was some cartoon. He named me Pete. He could not say Elizabeth. So my nickname growing up through high school until I got laughed at in college was Pete.
Pete!
And I thought, Pete. Yes. So,
That's fantastic.
and actually,
Love
and
it.
what's even funnier is even like my ex-husband, his family call me Petey. So we have the dog at Oz now that's
I love
Petey.
it.
Anyway, so that's, I know who my people are that call me that because they're still old friends from high school, family, call me that. At UPS, they shortened it to Liz. I started there when I was young. I never corrected anybody, and so I just went by Liz. So if you ever see anybody calling me Liz, they're from UPS.
Okay.
So if you look at Facebook posts when I post anything, you will see people calling me Pete. You will see people calling me Liz. So
That is awesome.
you guys could call me either, but I always say
I might have to
Elizabeth.
go with
That's-
Pete.
That's my name.
I
Me
like Pete.
too. I do too. Is there a
Yeah.
time like that we have to be around you in order to get to call you Pete?
No, any.
Okay, I
anytime.
would
In
just
fact,
like to say, Sue George tries to call me Jenny and it never goes well. So please don't, now she's unmuting. Someone mute her. Keep her muted. No,
Oh, Jenny.
no, Jenny is never allowed.
Didn't even
Only
fit.
my family does it. It does, well, when I was little, I was always Jenny through high school.
Yeah.
And I can't, you just, Jenny is hard to die. So it's
Wow.
Jen now. Who slips it in, but
Yeah.
that's just
Get
because
up
she
there.
likes to
Get up
get
there.
under my
Okay.
skin.
Sit down.
so I have some high school friends that'll be coming to the comedy show. So
Oh,
they will, and they absolutely say they cannot call me Elizabeth. They can't do it. That's not who I am to them. So
Love it. Now we know.
Yeah,
All right. What's faith mean to you at this rescue?
probably like everybody, it's, or with anything, it's doing everything you possibly can to make your goal, know what you need to do. You put everything in, and just through life, you think when you're starting out, you're going to go from here to here in a straight line, and everybody knows it goes back and forth, and it's each and every way. And some things are hard and some things are easier, but you always get to where you're supposed to be. So I think of like with the CUP, that not passing, that's Daisy barking, she's loud. We'll get to where we need to be and are supposed to be, even though that didn't pass, and we see that. So that's faith, just knowing that you will get where you're supposed to be.
Yeah, if we didn't fail at our CUP, we would never had KCMO Homestead East. And I think all of us know that absolutely that was a God thing. And God puts people in our life that gets us through our hardest times as well, than to share the most wonderful times with. So that was awesome. Totally believe that too.
I'm gonna go on mute
on.
because my dog barks at everybody.
All right. No, oh, you know what? I forgot to hit record. Record.
Oh,
Recording in progress. Whoops. Way to go with a whoops on that. Okay, who's got anything else? I can ask more questions then. All right. How do you find faith with your do faith and spirituality tie together for you guys? Do you think that Always and Forever essentially embodies that? Well, Beth left again. That's how much she believed in that. I will take a first shot at this. I think that nobody would be associated with Always and Forever if they didn't believe we were drawn together for a reason. Now, what that reason is or what higher power that is, I don't know for everyone. I can speak to myself and my views, but what I love most is that when people share their views on faith and God and religion, nobody judges it. And I do believe that all of us see and feel and recognize that animals have souls. And that's a fight that we fight against many, many kill shelters where animals are inventory. So in posts where I'm expressing, what my beliefs are, not all of them are mine, which I love, because when you see these authors, when you see the posts on Facebook, there are probably 20 of us that have rights to our main page that I always say, share your heart. You don't have to say, you know, what you think I want to hear, or what you think someone else wants to hear. That's how people are connected, because we all have such different views, but with one binding mission. And that's our dream, is to wake up a world where every soul is treated with kindness, dignity, respect, and most importantly, their life has been touched by love, even if only for a moment. And I love that Joe shifted, because we were talking about it, she shifted it from animal to soul in our mission statement, because it's not just about the animals. Guys, our staff and our volunteers go out to Oz every single day without a bathroom there. Imagine 108 degrees in a porta potty. Like, that's, I mean, it's not okay. It's not okay when we know we can do better, and we know we can come together and find a better way. Hey, we got another guest joining, another Beth. Welcome, Beth. She'll join in a second. But how has your experience in animal rescue changed your faith? Deepened it? Worse? You know, how I guess that's what I would ask. Let's go with that. Juanita, I know you got something inside of you on this.
Right. Alrighty. I can talk. Maybe it'll get
Okay.
other people. I won't be shy. I don't mean to make this sound depressing at all, but over my life, I've found that, and I think this is a lot of people in rescue, is like, you found the unconditional love from animals. Like, especially if you've been let down a lot by people your whole life. Again, not to get too depressing on that, but the one people that haven't let me down is animals. You know, especially the ones we have, the Lord knows where. Oh, and here's Wayne, aka Pirate. Like, this is my current foster, which you all know. Lay down. But when I got him, he was, you know, he had been TNR'd already, had been outside, lost an eye. But yet, the second he came here, he was perfect. And just, he loves to curl up on me, and just, you know, it's just nothing but trust. So I think sometimes, especially for people that have been let down a lot, you know, the animals don't ever do that. So again, not to be a Debbie Downer, but hopefully people understand the positive in that.
No, I think there's a million different positives in that. I clicked the view thing, so I don't know if it's working, but I was trying to get it to show you while you were talking. Did that work?
I don't see anything different.
I can see
Okay.
her when she's talking.
Okay. So this is our experimental first YouTube live. So we're setting the standard super low, so that the next time we do it, we're just gonna rock it, even if we suck the next time too. So thank you guys for joining. Again, if you're joining now, did this end up getting on the main page, Shelby?
I posted the link, and I've got a couple people saying they found us.
All
I'm
right.
watching the YouTube chat on my cell phone. So
Okay, how's that going? Do we have more than one viewer? And is that viewer only Sue George?
no, it's a different viewer, but we need
All
more.
right, we got one viewer. I feel very proud of us. We're gaining a new audience. Thank you to that new viewer, whoever you are. I can't see their name. What is their name, Shelby? Do we know their name?
It's
Do we know
Sally.
where they're from?
It's Sally.
Someone send Sally the link. Let's get Sally on this Zoom. Shoot
Hold
Sally
on.
the link. Come on, Sally. Come on down. Let's talk about Sally Sue. Because Sally Sue is the best example of faith.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'll send it to her.
Beth McCree, have you ever had a nickname? If so, what was it?
Oh, when I was very young, they used to call me Elizabeth, and my nickname was Little Bit.
Little bit.
And I think it was kind of sarcastic.
Little bit. Okay. I don't know that I will call you Little Bit right now, but I am going to call
No, please don't.
Elizabeth Petey. Petey's a good one. I like Petey.
Yeah, Elizabeth, no. My only person who calls me Elizabeth now is my Aunt Linda.
Okay, so you go
Does
by
it with
Beth.
a very shrill Southern redneck voice. Yes.
And how would that sound?
She calls me Elizabethy.
Elizabethy. Well, I like it. We can throw E at the end. All right, Sue Lobin, I know you're on here, but you're very quiet, Sue.
Yes.
There she is. Sue, have you ever had a nickname?
Well, people always called me by my last name, by Flanagan, I guess. But I mean, in college, they called me Fleecy because I
Hold
started-
on.
Yeah,
Beefy?
Fleecy, Fleecy.
Leecy. Fleecy? Okay, explain.
Yeah. Well, it started off as Fleet-Footed Flanagan because of my running, and then I don't know, I did something with hurdles, and so it just got started that way, and then it picked up as Fleecy, and I don't know, it just kind of went from there. So my
I
college
like
friends
it.
still call me my college friends still call me Fleecy, which my husband thinks is funny when they call, but they still refer to me as that.
That is a
That's
great
okay.
nickname. That is a great
Yeah.
nickname. Juanita, have you ever had a nickname? The silence of anticipation. Did anybody shoot Sally the invite? She was our one viewer. We want her to join. She is. Juanita,
Yeah,
we're still
I was
waiting
just
on
gonna say, I
nickname.
sent her the Zoom link.
Nice. It has a lot
Yep,
of
she's
effort
coming.
to get Juanita up.
There
here.
she
She
is.
is.
Sally, welcome. We took away our one viewer. You are one viewer. We stole you.
Excellent. I found you.
Welcome, Sally. Now, Sally, you adopted a dog named Sally Sue. Some might think that's vain. Do you have any commentary on that?
No, but Miranda at the time was my adoption coordinator, and she said, "I love it. Sally wants to adopt Sally Sue." I said, "Well, it was fate. I mean, coincidence, but meant to be."
Now, do you know where Sally Sue's middle name came from?
I do not.
Well, she would be in my top right corner of the screen where Morgan just ran away.
Sue George.
Sue George was Sally Sue's middle name.
Oh,
was.
how
Can you
nice.
tell that story again? Morgan was barking. I don't know this story, do I?
Sally got her name Sally Sue. Her middle name was named after you, Sue.
I did not know that.
How about that?
I told you that when I did it. So
Okay, well, I don't remember, but I'm honored.
a little bit
That's
hurtful. Wow. So yeah, so that was the origin. I will share my story of Sally Sue. They told me she was dog friendly. And I used to do all the dog intros at 5 a.m. in the morning. Super smart, right? It's completely dark out. Totally stupid. So I let her and Laverne and Shirley out. And within 1 second, Sally Sue had Shirley, who's the Chiweenie, hanging in her mouth, like wrangling
Ooh.
her left and right. I mean, she was totally fine. But I'm talking that was a dart to eat the dog. And I was like, this is not a dog friendly dog. And then she moved upstairs and she had the most amazing parties ever.
For sure.
Every morning it was just always, let's just sneak in and see what kind of party Sally Sue had that night. Such an amazing character. So you're connected with us and you
Absolutely.
are hundreds of miles away. What are you at?
That's
You're
right.
like thousands of miles away. How
That's
far
right.
are you? You're very far. Sue, how far are you? Sue Lobin. Who's the farthest away? Well, and then the other Sue. You're all very far.
I don't know miles, but mine's 14 driving,
14. Okay. Sally
14
and I-
hours.
I'm
not
in New
sure.
Hampshire, so I don't know. I know I'm farther than Sue George, but
Sue, George,
Yeah,
you're
it's
out.
probably,
Okay. The other two. Where
yeah,
are we
you're
at?
probably the furthest from New Hampshire, I would think.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
That
yeah,
is
I'm in
amazing.
northern.
Amazing. Okay, back to our topic tonight. We're talking about faith, guys. I guess what I would ask is, what do you think? How does faith interplay with this rescue, with Always and Forever, and do you see it being an integral part of who we are and what we do? I'm gonna hold the dramatic pause and let you guys speak. So, faith plays a big role in my life.
I'm not a religious person. I'm not a religious person, but I am a spiritual person.
Mhm.
And I believe that the universe, and others may refer to that as God, brings souls into our lives for a reason, and that we're meant to touch one another, for sometimes for reasons we don't even understand. But it's always meant with the intention of love and learning. And I think with animals that love is just, it's something that we as humans aren't capable of returning with the depth that they're able to give us. So I think it's even more benefit to us than it is to them. But the things that they have to endure in their lives, it unfortunately, you know, it's our role in this rescue to make their lives as good as we possibly can while they're with us. And that's one reason that I wanted to be a part of this group, because I know all the people in this group have that same intention. And that makes you guys all beautiful souls as well.
I love that, because it's not defining faith to a specific religion, which people can, you know, you can do what you want with that. But really, there's so many different interpretations of what faith can mean to you. And yet, just like you said, we're kind of universally bonded by this love for animals and just making the world a little bit better place. I think my favorite story on faith was our guest of honor who just joined, Sally Sue, and the photo there. I'll share this story. I'll share the story. Christmas Day, I gave all the staff the day off, and I said, you know, I'll take care of the little red barn. And TK and Sally had just gotten into a fight because I had put TK in my backyard and Sally was sunbathing on the deck. And we never do this anymore because we've learned, and we didn't have walkie-talkies then at the time. And a staff member who's no longer here made a human mistake. He didn't read what I said, even though I said it to him and I messaged him. But this is what human beings do. We make mistakes. And he let TK in the yard, and within 2 seconds, TK had Sally by the throat. Now, Sally started to recover. We got them apart. And then Christmas Day, I let Sally out to go outside. She took about 5 steps and she collapsed. So immediately called our team. I rushed her to Mission MedVet, and for 5 days straight, Mission MedVet said, Sally is dying. Sally is dying. And none of it had to do with TK's fight with her. We didn't know what was going on, but what was her liver or kidneys? Something was failing. It was her kidneys. Her kidneys were failing, and we kept doing what the vets kept saying. It was like $1,000. No, actually, it was like $2,000 every single day. But what happened in those 5 days was every day we would put a post up about Sally. We would put a picture of her video. Sally brought so much joy into a world that was so dark at the time, where hope was, you know, just non-existent, and everybody was looking for something to hold on to. And she was just this light that brought every single morning. And when we look to her Friday posts, everybody looks to her Friday posts. What's going on in Sally's world? You know, the adventures that she has with her dad, where, you know, he's walking her, you know, in his suit, in tuxedo. It's the cutest thing ever. But for 5 days, doesn't matter what you believed in, God, the universe, anything, she had probably 50 to 100,000 people praying for her. I'm not even exaggerating on those numbers. Facebook was our friend then, because it was just, the numbers were unbelievable, our posts that were being shared. And it was pray for Sally Sue. And it was just a campaign of faith. And that Monday, so a little backstory on this. I had just lost my Mugsy, and this was in 2020. I lost her in October, and I destroyed myself if I let her go too soon. And I didn't. Ultimately, she was truly suffering. And that Monday is when we brought her back, and we brought everybody to the pasture, and or that Sunday, because Mission, they kept saying, you got to let her go. She's suffering. There's nothing you can do. We brought her back to the farm on Sunday, and that's where you see David laying in the field with her and all of her friends that came out, Heather, and like her intimate, immediate family laying in the field with her, saying their goodbyes. And that night I slept in the suites with her. She slept totally fine, but I did not. I sobbed and I sang to her all night. And then it was 10 a.m., I think, on Monday. Beth called me and she said, Michelle Gardner says, don't do it. Like, give her, bring her to us. Let's try one more time. And I'm pretty sure I said, no, they said she's suffering. And Beth fought me on that, which is actually really ironic because usually it's reversed. Usually she's saying, let them go, they're suffering. And I'm like, no. But because I couldn't think, because I was thinking, what's the right thing to do? And I had just said goodbye to Muggsy. And then I think you said it twice. And then we were like, okay, one more time. And that literally was the turning point. And what you saw was literally the power of prayer. I will never believe it was anything other than that. The way that God, the universe, anything touches so many people's souls to instill hope and faith that something out there believes that these are souls too. And so Sally's soul has such a beautiful legacy of inspiration, faith, hope, love, all of the above. And then she finds her most amazing adoptive family halfway across the country, which makes no sense, right?
Yeah.
So
She was meant to be here.
she was, and that's why I think that's what you said, Beth, and like everything is meant to be in that sense. Even the really, really awful stuff that we go through. Sue George would not be in my life if it wasn't for the most horrific thing that ever happened to me. And it wasn't happening to me, it was losing someone I loved. And it's amazing, when everybody else walks away, all the right people walk in, and that's what you see with Always and Forever. And my favorite thing about Vicky's retirement party, like Elizabeth or Petey, you and Tanya, I didn't know you guys didn't know each other. Judy and Jane, I didn't know you guys didn't know each other. Like most people, you kind of find your tribe in that, and that's so I could keep talking about this, but I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. What's your favorite memory or story on faith or hope or anything like that?
I got offline and then you stole mine, which was Sally.
Well, that's an
And
easy
mine,
thing to say
and
after
mine.
I already said it. But I feel very proud of us for learning how to do this. And I will make my questions better next time to where maybe I'll give them to you ahead so you can cheat and then know what your favorite memories are.
Oh, cool. Good idea.
So we can do that. And somebody's got to figure out how to do this on Facebook, because we did just take our one viewer, which was Sally, and make her join the Zoom. But now I really enjoy having you on here.
Thank you.
Okay.
It says
Everybody can
7
answer
people
this.
are watching. I don't know if that includes
7 people? Holy,
Wow.
that's it. One of them is me because it's over on the left side here. So I'm going to X out of there. Are there 6 now? I just left.
It still says 7 on mine. I don't think it counts us
No.
on here.
You got to start somewhere, and we have started at the bottom, and we can only go a little bit lower than what we're at to 0. So
There's a song about that, so we can just add that as our theme song.
Okay, last question that every single person on this call has to answer, and then we'll make the next call better. I'll give you questions ahead of time. Where do you want to see Always and Forever go by 2020? What's your 2025? What's your 2025 dream?
It's almost 2025.
I know. We got to get our asses in gear. We got 4 months.
Are we
Yeah.
talking the end of 2025? July of 2025?
All right,
I have
so
questions.
it's very good question. So it's now December 4th or December 5th, 2025. We're at the gala. You're going to go up there and speak. What's the one thing you're going to be most proud of that we do in 2025? Dare to dream, guys. Dream big. And then we're going to come back. We're going to watch this horrible YouTube podcast thing that we did. And we're going to watch the clip and be like, look, she predicted the future. And then we made it happen.
I know what mine is.
All right, let's do it.
It's that Always and Forever has taken over Wichita Animal Shelter and returned it to the rescues.
That's absolutely perfect. We're gonna play this clip in. I want to play this clip on our December 4th, 2024 one. So let's make that happen before that. If not, I love that one. That was perfect. Hit the nail on the head. Boom. Who's up next? Come on, guys. Big goals, big dreams. Dare
I
to
want
dream
Oz
what's the worst
done.
that can happen. You want what?
I want Oz done.
Oz is going to be done by the end of 2024.
I know, that's what I want.
All right.
All of
That's
it.
that- but
Play
we already knew-
yards.
We
What?
already knew that one. We already, come on, Beth. Think outside the box here.
You always
Big,
say
dream
that.
big. Dream big. We got that dream. We already know that dream. Come on. I know you can dream bigger. Let's go.
Somebody else have to go. I got knocked down.
You did. Because yours is coming true. You can't, you need a bigger one. Come on.
Okay,
Let's
somebody have to go.
Come on, Juanita.
Okay,
What's
so
your
my-
dream?
All right. So my
Oh.
dream is that for many, many more sweet pups to find just the right family to love them. I think
Yes.
yeah, that's very important to me.
I love that. We need sweet pups to get
Mhm.
adopted. There are other Sallys out there. We've got
There's
to find
gotta be.
them. There are. There absolutely are.
Mhm.
And they're so wonderful. They really are. Come on, guys. It's not that
Okay,
hard to
m-
dream.
Okay, mine is that we have record numbers of adoptions and fosters, but more importantly, that we get the dogs at the Little Gray Barn adopted into forever homes. Those are the ones that really steal my heart.
Yes. Every
The
single
Tuxie
one that
Wuxie.
Casey Mo.
I love
Duke,
Tux.
Millie,
Franny.
Lucky, Joy,
Yes.
Love Joy
Franny,
Joy. Oh.
Juno,
I mean,
all of them.
There's
all of
so
them.
many good dogs, so finding a way to attract whoever or whatever population it is that is looking for an only dog.
Yeah. Love it. That's a great dream. All right. Juanita, Shelby, Sue George, Petey.
Well, if we can't get the Gray Barn dogs adopted out, I would like to see them in the new Homestead East location. And bigger, better suites.
Yes.
Say I can feed off that one. I have Jen seed my five-page Google Doc with all my dreams for Homestead East, but
Oh,
I envision the cat lounge and that space there, and I envision like that being like where you come in at the homestead, and it just being full of people coming in wanting to walk dogs and wanting to adopt dogs and hang out with cats, and like just that being like a hub of everybody. And I envision, because I'm going to manifest this because we'll be so close to the sports complex, I envision us having some really big Chiefs or Royals player that's like the spokesperson for Always and Forever. So I'm manifesting that now. So any people connected with Chiefs or Royals players, bring them to us. We're going to be right down the street.
Yes. I think the RV is going to draw them into it, because when they see the Always and Forever RV, they're like, what's that? And then they'll look us up and they'll be like, okay, we're going to promote.
How
you."
close is KCMO East to like the Chief Stadium?
Like 2 miles.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's-
seriously?
Oh,
Oh, it's right
so
there.
close.
Like,
Oh, wow.
super close. Like 2-3 miles, maybe. Well,
It's-
Elizabeth, you've taken dogs up there to walk, haven't you? It's very close.
oh yeah, it's very close.
Yeah, it's perfect. We
Did
just
not know
need
that.
a cool $5 million for that. That's it. Drop us a line. We'll get it
Manifest
going.
it.
We'll put your name on the building. Come on.
Call me.
Come
I'll
on. let's
fundraiser.
go.
I got this.
Make
We'll
it
figure out
happen.
something.
Make it
Or,
happen.
or do what Jen always says, just send an email to info at. That's all I have to do. Just send
Yes,
that
so-
email.
in your spare time.
Yeah,
Universal response.
that's right. I know, Jenny.
Oh, okay. Sue, did you ever have a nickname?
No, I
Never?
didn't other than Susie, but no.
Oh, Susie.
Oh, go ahead, Jenny. See where you get. See where you get.
No. Okay, Sue, what's your dream? Next year.
Well, since you guys are all frontline with the dogs, I'm gonna do a dream of a cushion in our savings account So
I knew
Jen,
that
or
was
so Jane
coming.
could
Very
sleep
practical.
maybe once or twice a week.
So you know what's really cool? When we visited Iowa, what they did was they created like an endowment trust to where it was like a separate entity where somebody donated like $3 million, and then it anytime the rescue wanted to do a new program, that specific several $1 million, they would talk to their board and have it allocated to it, which is an interesting concept of that. It's so funny. I don't know that people realize how much faith you have to be any part of this rescue, because it truly
Amen.
is month to month with the donations that come in, and anytime any one of us gets worried, God always provides. And God bless Jane for the faith that she has, because when we first started this, I did the financials and I kept all the receipts in my backpack. I had an Excel spreadsheet, and my backpack might still be in my office that I no longer work for that company, but she came in and we are so organized and so much. We've grown so much in that sense, but what we do in the level that we do it, we couldn't do it without the faith, because it's just, if you wait for the money to come, if you wait for the conditions to be right, you'll be waiting forever. So, Beth Van Auken, what's your big dream? Come on, Juanita, we need to hear from you too.
I felt like I had a really good one.
That was
You know
fun.
what? I would say that in the next year, we have the least staff turnover we've ever had. And that we gain people that are as good as the people that we have now.
I think that's good. I think that's actually come true this year. I don't know.
I know,
that
but I
we've
think we
ever
can even
had-
do it better.
Okay, it's good dream. I feel like that's totally achievable. We got it.
And I think Julie Wagner will help with that too.
Yeah,
Agreed.
Julie's wonderful. Yeah, it really is. I say this all the time, it's not just the people, it's the right people that make us special. And we're all drawn to this for a reason. So whether you're a staff member, a team member, a volunteer, it doesn't matter. This doesn't exist without all of us. Adopt or foster, everything. That's the coolest part about it to me. I'm just volunteer too. And so, okay, we got one more. Juanita, did we lose her? Nope. Oh my God, she dropped off without dreaming. That was hurtful. Wow. I put her on the spot and then she bailed.
I have one for Juanita. How about that?
Okay, fire away.
I think one of the groups of people, I was just thinking about that have probably the most faith is our fosters.
Yeah.
To bring an animal into your home, and they may be scared. It's going to take a lot of patience. It's going to take a lot of faith. So I joke all the time, but anytime I bring one home, because my foster fill Pam is not kind. She's a little bit of a jerk, but like she's doing okay right now. But it does take a lot of faith to take an animal you don't know what they've been through and bring them into your house. So I have so much respect for our fosters, because that's a big act of faith right there. So when you say Juanita, I think of all the fosters she's had and things like that. And so I just spoke for her, but she can bring her own up too.
Okay. Juanita, where do you want to?
Here's Millie, or she's not a foster, she's a foster fail. This is Millie. For 2025, just more dogs and get the Red Barn back to the seniors.
Love that. Okay, my dream for 2025, where do I see us? 6 years ago, when I first started this, actually it was probably in the beginning of 2019. So we were about 6 months in. I can't remember the guy's name, big guy in rescue. He's like, what would you do if somebody gave you $10 million? And I said, because he was talking about an example where there was some elephant rescue and they got like $100 million, and then people were stealing it. Like the money wasn't going where it should. And I said, if we got $10 million, I don't think anything would change internally. I think what we would do is we would renovate KCMO. We would add the play yards to Oz. That's all of that's already going to happen. The Little Red Barn would turn into back to the oldies, but everything we would be doing, we would be continuing to strive for excellence today in the things that we do. That's why you don't see us going out towards the animal control side. What do we do best? We take care of the dogs and cats in our care, and we love them, and we love them like our own. And I remember, I don't remember when I met everybody, but I remember bits and pieces of how we're connected and how we met. Like Beth being exhausted walking a dog, and she was the one who had daughters who took wonderful pictures. Like that's how I remember meeting Beth. Juanita, I remember, our workout group. Shelby, you told me about the gala. That's what I remember. I'm like, oh my God, let's do a gala. So little things like that. But when it comes to, hey, what was I talking about before this? I just forgot. 2025.
$10 million.
Yeah. So then Beth, what was your nickname again? Little bit. Beth. I remember you standing outside saying you wanted to do advocacy. And I'm like, well, what is advocacy? And then look where we are today. We have a little advocacy group that's fighting to change the way things are being done in Wichita. I love that we are all connected by a million different little things. But again, no matter what type of money comes to us, our mission and our values never change. And that's why you can look at where we started in 2018 to where we are today to, hey, we are on the path to change the world. And we are doing that by making today better in the tiny little ways of loving an animal, taking in a dog like Sally Sue that nobody else wanted, and promoting and sharing the mission that truly these are all souls. And where do I see us in 2025? Hell yeah, let's take over Wichita. I want to take over Oklahoma City too. I mean, anywhere that God draws our attention and says, this is not the way animals should be treated, that is when each and every one of us has to use our voice. And that also means inside, always and forever, which is very hard for some people to hear and understand when you say not all of our people have been the best people in always and forever. And I hate saying that, but we have to recognize that we're human too. And we have to keep ourselves to the standards that we are saying that need to be the standards of shelter. Oh my gosh, Lynn is joining. I was wrapping up the podcast and we got a whole new person to talk to. Lynn, can you get off of
Hi,
mute?
Lynn.
And I'm going to assume this is Lynn
I can
Blazer.
hear her laughing.
She's on mute. You can't hear her laughing.
Yes,
That
you
was
could. I know her laugh.
Lynn, this is $1 million question.
And Blazer?
I think so. Do we have another Lynn in the group, everyone? I was just wrapping that up on such an emotional, beautiful note, and I already forgot what I was saying. Lynn, we're going to wrap it up with you. What's your 2025 dream? I feel like she's going to say the mute doesn't work. If you'd like, Shelby can come up with a dream for you, because that's what she did for Juanita when Juanita tried to leave, and then Juanita came back. So if you want to just say, Shelby, go ahead. Why don't you speak on behalf of Lynn? Thank you, Shelby.
Well, I think I can speak for Lynn and myself. Oh, wait, no, Lynn got
Because
off.
your cat
Oh,
people.
Lynn, welcome you.
Yeah, I was going to say cats. So
Look at every time you try to give someone a dream, they shut you out and come back. Lynn,
As you know, I don't know how to do Zoom, so I'm learning.
you did. Congratulations, you're here. Hey, Lynn, we're going to just let you know, you can't get worse than what we've already done. So thank you for joining.
Have there been some good ones for the 25 Dream? I'll have to watch the recording.
Oh, you don't want to do that. Oh, it's very long. And this is our
Isn't that
first one.
bad.
We're all getting the nerves out of us. So I don't know that it was good, Shelby, but
I
it might not
think
be
that
bad.
you're going to have your reality show in
Oh, I
2025.
love that. That Lynn wins the prize. That is called creative thinking and
Yeah.
dreaming big, ladies. I didn't say gentlemen because we don't have any gentlemen on. And maybe we should have some diversity. Should we should we put in the universe that more men come so that our dogs are not as afraid of men? At least at our little red barn. Oz and KCMO, they're better off. But why don't we attract men to the little red barn?
For some reason, it's just a rescue thing. There's just more women in rescue, at least what I've noticed, at least in Kansas City. It's very female heavy. So come on, men.
Come on. Well, I think we're more diverse at Oz and KCMO than we are at the Red Barn. But yeah, I love the reality show. I feel like we already are. There's many stories, and maybe that will be next week's Zoom. Everybody share a story that would be very good for a reality show. So, thank you for joining. We do need a name for these Saturday night shenanigans. What should we call this? 'Cause
That's
we were
it.
all over the place. Okay, that's it.
Saturday night shenanigans.
Now that you guys have joined, I will hold all of you to attend next week as well.
Bring a friend.
Next weekend, we have an event right
I
now.
was just about to put the disclaimer on that, Shelby. That's very hurtful that you jumped the gun on that. So we shall be doing this on Friday night next week.
What am I supposed to do with my heavy date schedule? I don't know.
You know what? Bring them on. Bring them on. We'll just put them next to you, and we'll put a headphone on. Because if you wear a headphone, I would just like you guys to know, if you wear a headphone, people take you more seriously. They think that you know things, and you feel like you are the podcaster leader. It essentially gives you leadership skills. So if you would like, what you guys don't know is that none of this works. I'm just making it look like it works. So that's all we have. Thank you for joining this evening, especially Sue George, who's leaving early. She's back down now.
My dog is freaking out. I'm trying to see what's going on.
All of you who keep trying to leave early, and Juanita, thank you for coming back. That was very sweet of you. You left.
Get over here. You're getting me in trouble.
Well, you know, and Beth, you left several times and yelled at your dog during it. So thank you for muting during the profanity.
There was none.
Any other comments, tidbits for the group, random things about yourself that you'd like to share?
Well, Bug says thank you for saving him.
Oh,
So Bug got adopted 3 times, and he was returned 3 times, and he was one of Juanita's fosters, and he kept saying, "Stop adopting me out and just keep me forever." And so Bug was meant to be with you, Juanita. Juanita, have you ever had a nickname? Lynn, have you ever had a nickname? These very important questions.
Only Need or Nita.
Neater.
Nita,
Yeah.
I like it. Lynn, how about you?
No nicknames for me.
Okay. Nothing really rhymes with Lynn, right? Lynn the bin. Lynn.
we'll have to work on that.
Yeah.
We'll work on that. Lynn, we're gonna get you one. We've got nicknames going all over the place. Okay, guys. Hey, we killed an hour. I feel like people know us, and they're gonna donate a lot of money to us now. So well done, everyone. I am very proud of you. When the check comes in tomorrow, I will buy everybody pizza. Or Mexican. I feel like Mexican is good. Okay. Hanging up. Bye.